We're good?
Ready.
All right, we're back again. I think episode 22. We're in Circleville today with the HumanKINDness Alliance. Sometimes I blank out at the beginning, but you guys got the T-shirt, so I know exactly who I'm talking to. It's Megan, Dia, and Jessica, three of the founding board members of the nonprofit you guys have going on, but there's a few other people involved. You said maybe about 8 in total. Tell us what's the HumanKINDness Alliance, what's it about in general?
It's about human kindness.
Yeah, that's what I would have guessed, but you never know.
We're looking to promote a little more kindness in our community. We are really big on,
education, outreach, activities. So anything that we can do to bring people together to create change. One of our primary pillars is around reducing hate and intolerance in the community as well. So really starting with the grassroots effort, being well connected to our local schools and other churches, things of that nature to really just create a major impact in the community, just with a few small people making big impact.
Yeah, for sure. And just disclaimer, I've never interviewed 3 people at one time, so I'm just going to shoot out questions. You guys can take them how you will, or maybe I'll direct them if I can. But so, it's a good answer. I mean, how's it going? I mean, I know it's probably a lot of work.
Yeah, it's definitely been going well.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of work, but it's been worth it. We've had people come up to us and thank us for the things that we've done, the tremendous amount of things that people are saying on Facebook and on our page. I mean, just things that people are saying even to us personally in the town. It's huge. We're making a difference and people know who we are. They're recognizing us and our efforts. And I mean, we really are starting to make some change in a small town.
Yeah, and it probably feels good to you to get something done. I mean, I know when I do something that works out even halfway as good as I expected, you usually feel good, like you're making some progress with something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it? Or maybe it was more than one person's?
I think it was a collective.
Yeah, so one of our founding board members, Erin Spring, she was kind of handed a legacy list from a previous LGBTQ group in Hickory County. That group kind of disbanded during COVID, and the original group members handed her a list and said, here you go, have fun, keep it going. So when she was trying to get that up and running, she happened to run into Megan and Ashley and realized that what they're doing with Pride Around Town and what we wanted to do with an LGBTQ friendly group in Dakota County, everything really aligned. So that's when we decided that we should just team up and start a nonprofit together and kind of make sure everything is included in that.
So you guys are involved in some other things too, sounds like. Seems like every town I go to, if someone's involved in one nonprofit, they're usually not the only one. They're out there doing good and staying busy in all kinds of different ways. What makes you want to get back to your community?
Oh my gosh, why wouldn't we want to?
Kids.
Why would you not to? But
I mean, we've got kids in the community, in the schools, and it's important for kids to feel like they have somebody that has their back and, somebody, just a whole group that will be there for them, put on things for them, like Pride Around Town that we've done, like the women's trivia night that we did. Yeah. And, people get to come out to these and see, there's more to this town than just cornfields and farmers. There's a lot. And the younger generation can come in and say, these people have really laid the groundwork for us to be who we want to be. And they get to do that. And, they get to be a stronger community, I think. I mean, don't you all agree?
Yep.
And just, making the community just kind of, and I don't want to say love each other, but love each other.
Yeah, it's not that
just saying like, hey, we're not that different. Just things like that.
Definitely the world can always use more kindness. And it's interesting, it's kind of like this actual organization's newer, but it came from a legacy of started in 2001. So it's, people build foundations and it takes time and you build up over time, and you're talking about your kids and stuff. Maybe what you're doing now can be hopefully carried on in the future, whether it's under this name or something else, but the idea behind it in general, it's kind of hopeful. I would assume that you can keep building something that already had some momentum and make it bigger. What kind of things in Circleville are you trying to do? I know you have the Pride event coming up in June. If you want to talk about that or any of the other events you've done.
Megan, you want to take this?
Yeah, definitely. And I just want to start by also saying that Trudeau's Pumpkin Inn is a business that's well established and has been under the ownership of Ashley Tate for 16 years now. And that's actually where the Pride Around Town community was first established. This will be year 3 for Pride Around Town. I'm really excited to expedite everything that we're creating with that community initiative. under the umbrella of our nonprofit organization. And that truly is something that has been successful based on the relationships, the patrons, the businesses, what she's created within the community as well. And just making sure that people who are in that space feel safe and that it permeates our entire community. So on this event, which will be June 8th, last year we had, I think it was close to like 90 different people who volunteered, whether they were businesses, vendors. We had a lot of a literal grass lot with activities. It was very much family oriented, kids space, reading. This year we're really going to be taking it up a notch. We have a food truck alley. We're doing a parade with pets, or
pet stroll.
A pet stroll, if you will. Getting everyone out in town to eat, have music. But the entire day is family focused. Our goal is really to stop hate and spread love and tolerance within the community. And then we also have a fun nightlife too. So making sure people feel free to express themselves, and everyone's in a fully safe and inclusive environment. And we have a drag show at Toodles to end the night. So we're really excited about that. A lot of planning going on and a lot of happy hands and hearts jumping in to be a part of it too.
I think you got to be kind of feel good that you said 90 different people threw in, so you're getting some buy-in from the community at large, businesses and whatnot.
We have people coming from Columbus and Franklin County this year that have asked to be vendors, so it's kind of exciting. It's growing.
Did it surprise you how much support you got?
It did me, yeah. I feel like I always say I married into this town. You know, my wife's from this town. I'm not originally from here, but we've been here for 15 years now, and the town has changed in a really positive, dramatic way. Because when we first moved here, I remember my wife's first thing that she said was, well, we can't like hold hands or anything in public. And for, years, we never did. And, the change that we're making, the change that we're seeing, the change is happening in this little town. I feel safer. I feel like things are a possibility. And I feel like there's a little bit of change for my children even to see and say, hey, I hate the idea of just being like tolerated in a small town, but it's moving towards something more. It's not just you're being tolerated, it's that people are accepting you and
celebrated.
And celebrated, and to see the communities come together and businesses that have reached out to us, not even us reaching out to these businesses, but people that have come to us and said, hey, I see that this is happening, and we want to be a part. And it warms your heart to think, wow, like they've reached out to us because they've heard about this event or something that we're doing. And I think it's just, it's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. And I'm just a normal straight white guy, so I have no idea what it's like to feel like that, where I can't hold my wife's hand in public. But I do know that even straight people like me miss out if we feel like, if people are feeling like they can't express themselves, or there's not an event maybe that I could go to and just learn more about it, or just make friends across differences. Like you never know who could end up being your best friend or your business partner or anything that may be a little bit different from you. And it's just really it's probably an open thing for everybody in the town that can come and learn and make the whole town better, not for everybody.
Right.
100%. Just meeting people where they are and understanding how to interact with each other in a thoughtful way. And it truly is for everyone, not just for people that would consider themselves a part of the LGBT plus community. Like that allyship is something that we really want to ensure. We actually capture people's statements and their commitments to our quality standards and our standards of like love and respect and honor of one another. So it's important that like the businesses and the people who interact as a part of this celebratory day are upholding that honor and support of one another.
That's good stuff. So it's June 8th?
Yes.
And it's all day downtown, or?
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
Mostly on Main Street, but we're doing a bingo board this year. A bingo board.
Okay.
So starting the beginning of June, you can pick up a bingo board or print one off yourself and visit all of the businesses, try to get a bingo. And if you do, you can be entered for a prize. So we're trying to make sure that we're also supporting the businesses that support us.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like a win-win for everybody. More people out walking around, it's good for business, good for town, good for everybody. Is there anything else? How could someone, if they wanted to get involved or maybe supported, what would be the best way to learn more about that?
follow Pride Around Town on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We have a website, HumanKINDness Alliance website as well. But on the Facebook page, we have an event for the June 8th day, and we also have a link to a form where we're asking for people to participate, volunteer their time, offer sponsorship in one way or another, or just share their gifts and talents as a part of the day as well.
Or just show up to the event and enjoy the day.
Come and have fun with us.
Do you have any idea how many people you're hoping to come out, or what was it like last year?
Last year we estimated about 500 people, so we're hoping, I mean, we've really got a lot more buzz this year, so we're hoping for a little more.
Yeah, we'll throw this video up. Hopefully some people see that. I really appreciate you guys talking about it. So.
And you know, we do still need vendors as well. We always welcome that. We're doing a big Pride market this year, so that's going to be exciting. You know, I mean, that's something that I feel like nobody's really doing. You get to, you know, walk the area, see what all these, you know, little shops are selling, just shops that support all of us. And I mean, HK is so much more than Pride. We really are. I mean, we are everything. We're supportive of everyone, and we just want to be the backing for everyone to feel significant in this world. But Pride is a big part of us because it's something that kind of brought all of us together.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot to us.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything else you'd add? I really appreciate all of you sitting here and explaining more to us and learning more about it. And hopefully maybe we'll come out if we can make it.
I think I just want to say, like, we are regular people like everyone else. Like, we're out there just trying to make people's lives easier and more enjoyable, feel more welcome. Like, we are all just volunteering our time. We all have other jobs. You know, we're taking time off work here so we can have this lovely conversation with you. And at the end of the day, it takes love and sacrifice and tolerance of one another, and like those small efforts like make such a big impact on so many people's lives. So, you know, we would encourage everyone else to do the same. It doesn't have to be much. You don't have to have any kind of qualification, but, you know, reach out, get involved, and
Yeah, that is a really good point. I'm in some nonprofits, and it's a lot of work, and you don't get paid. You're giving up your time from your job, your family to do these things. I do that, and it's more work than a lot of people think. Just to keep a nonprofit up to date on the papers is a lot of work. But there's so many little nonprofits in town. They all do their little part to kind of like make the community what it is. I mean, it takes people being involved in one, or maybe you're involved in more than one. You know, it takes like that. But I really appreciate you taking your time off work to sit down and talk to us, and hopefully we can get this video up and we can you know, put it out there before the event, and you guys can share and people can see it. And I'm looking forward to maybe seeing you around town more and learning more about it and watching the Human Kindness initiative grow, because I mean, everybody can use a little more human kindness, I think. I think there's more of it out there than if you watch the TV. I hope sometimes it's negative. I think when I talk to people in person to person, there's a lot more of it out there than maybe sometimes we believe. At least I hope.
All it takes is one person and one action to make that change.
That's a good point. Well, I appreciate it. We took one today and had this talk, and appreciate it. And interviewed 3 people, not as hard, man. It wasn't too bad. I didn't feel too bad. But
Nobody bit you, so it's great.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, thank you.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
All right, not too bad. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it was awesome.